Welcome to another Meeples and Milkshakes Board Game Cafe unboxing video. I'm Jim. We have 15 boxes from 4 different sources to unbox today, including some very cool stuff that I know everybody will be excited about, some things that aren't actually getting released until next week, lots of puzzles. Well, you'll see, there's lots in here. Let's get at it. First up, I know everybody will be happy and maybe surprised about this. Wingspan. One more case. This will have to last a little while probably, because I'm kind of doubting we're going to get more for quite a while now, but makes me very happy to see one more case of Wingspan finally here. By the way, we put a second copy of Wingspan in our library this week. We had a copy that came in our last shipment that was kind of damaged, and we just didn't really want to sell it like that, so we decided to have another copy because it's really one of the more popular games in our library. So here we are. We have 6 more copies of Wingspan. This is the 1 to 5 player game designed by Elizabeth Hargrave that's won pretty much every award possible. Yeah, it's amazing. I think we sold more copies of Wingspan than anything else last year. So if you've been waiting for this one to come back in, here it is. Next up, possibly the only game hotter over the last couple of years than Wingspan, and that is Gloomhaven. Finally sold out of Gloomhaven last week, and so here is a replacement copy. It ships very securely, which is always nice because this is not an expensive game by any stretch. There it is. That's going to go back on the shelf. This is the 1 to 4 player dungeon crawling campaign legacy extravaganza. It has like 2 years of content in it. #1 on Board Game Geek for what, 3 years now, and I don't think it's going to be unseated anytime soon. The game I've played the most over the last 2 years, that's for sure. Love this game, Gloomhaven. See that big demo sticker there? Here's our demo of Paleo, which was featured in the Watch It Played Momentum video of the 10 games that have the most momentum on Board Game Geek right now. They're being talked about the very most. This is a 2 to 4 player game set in the Stone Ages. Very neat, or actually before Paleolithic times, I guess, before the Stone Ages. Don't know a whole ton about this game, but we have a demo copy, so we can quickly crack this one open. Is this game for me? It says, do you like cooperative games? Do you like planning strategic choices, but still discovering surprises along the way? Paleo is an approachable game with variety, creating a unique experience of endless adventures. So it's a cooperative adventure game, and ooh, cardboard. That's fun. Nice box insert with some areas there for things to go in. Lots of cards. Lots of baggies. Always appreciate baggies in the box. Some nice wooden resources here. And a whole bunch of cardboard. There we go. Lots of fun things to put together there. So that is Paleo, and this will be in our library. So come on down and give it a try. Exciting. Hallertau. This is the newest Uwe Rosenberg game by Lookout Games. We have a few of these. 1 to 4 player game. Progressive worker placement, card combos, sheep with an expiration date. Ooh, that's fun. Place your workers, play your cards right, and let your village shine. I should mention that Hallertau and Paleo and the next one that we're going to open are all 3 of these games are not available until next Friday, the 22nd of January. Asmodee shipped them to us early so that they would be here for the release date. So we're going to have to hold on to these, unfortunately, until next Friday. But we will have pre-orders up on our website this week, so you can order your copy and know that it's already here and that it's in good shape. And yeah, so we've got a few of those as well. Here's even more Hallertau. There we go. I forgot I ordered this much actually, so that's exciting. I thought this was going to be the unlock games that we also ordered that are coming out next Friday, but here we go, more Hallertau. I think one of these might be a demo. There it is. There's our demo copy, so this will even be in our library as well.
Whoa.
Okay. I'm thinking maybe there's been an error in the shipping. I do not remember ordering this many copies of Hallertau, so we'll have to figure that out. I still don't know where the unlock games are, but let's keep opening boxes and hopefully we'll find them. There they are. Unlock Mythic Adventures. We have 3 of these, and actually, yeah, 3 and a demo. So one of these is a demo. Anyway, doesn't matter which one. 3 new scenarios for unlock. We have In the Clutches of Hades, Professor No Sides, Animal-O-Matic, and Around the World in 80 Minutes. This is 1 to 6 player games. These are escape room games and they're app assisted. And they are replayable, which is very cool, and especially cool that you can, you know, play these and share them with your friends, and then they can play them through as well. Yeah, so these are really neat escape room games. Search the rooms, combine objects, and solve the puzzles. Oh boy, here we go. A couple of these are already spoken for. This is Praga, Caput, Regni. This is a very hot new game by Rio Grande Games and Delicious Games, designed by Vladimir Suchi. You can see on the back of the box there's some very neat stands there that you construct. And let's see, what does it say? Let me bring up my own copy here. 1 to 4 player game, 45 to 150 minutes. Players take the roles of wealthy citizens organizing various building projects in medieval Prague. By expanding their wealth and joining in the construction, they attempt to gain favor with the king. Players must choose from 6 available actions each turn. Clever players will discover synergies between carefully timed actions and the rewards from constructing civic projects. The player who completes the most impressive projects will be the winner. So this looks very cool, and we'll have 2 copies left after the ones that are spoken for. So that's very nice. And then we have a restock of Dungeon Mayhem. I think one of these is spoken for already, and the other one will be on the shelf. This is the fun Dungeons and Dragons themed action-packed card game for 2 to 4 players. And we also have an expansion, Battle for Baldur's Gate, and another expansion. It's actually a standalone expansion, I think, called Monster Madness. Right, Monster Madness. So this is 2 to 6 players. This is 2 to 4, but this makes it go 2 to 6. So very cool. All right, so first up is a special order. This is Arkham Horror, the board game, 3rd edition. This is a big departure from the 2nd edition. It has a modular board, whereas the 2nd edition had a fixed board. This is a board game of arcane mystery and supernatural terror for 1 to 6 players. A highly regarded board game designed by Nikki Valens and inspired by the game by Richard Lannis and Kevin Wilson. I have played the 2nd edition. I haven't played the 3rd edition. Really love the 2nd edition. So this one is going to somebody who special ordered it. If you'd like a copy, just let us know and we can probably get one in for you as well. Next up is a game that's very, very popular, you know, in terms of historical significance. This game's been around for something like 42 years, I think. I think this is the 42nd anniversary edition or something. Cosmic Encounter, 3 to 5 game of infinite possibilities, it says. I've played this quite a few times. A game I'm not very good at, but it's a very interesting game. Tons of expansions exist for this as well. I think we have 2 copies for sale. This is the first time we've been able to get this since we've been open, which is like coming up on 9 months now that we've been open, and first time we've been able to get this, so we're very excited to see it. And there's also a demo copy of this in the shipment somewhere. It's probably in the other box, and so that will be in our library. It's a game I've never owned personally because friends of mine had it and I had no reason to have my own, but it's something I've always wanted to have in our library, so there we go. Next up, we have a restock of the Marvel Champions Wasp pack. This has been super popular. People are just ranting and raving about how fun this one is and the Ant-Man deck, especially playing the new Kang scenario pack. So excited to get more of these in, as well as the base game, which we are out of, although one of them is spoken for already, and we'll have one on our shelves. So this is Marvel Champions, the living card game. It's a cooperative game for 1 to 4 players. It's a cooperative living card game, deck building game. Also in here we have Sleeping Queens, which is a special order. We just have this one copy that was special ordered for somebody. I haven't played this game. It's by Game Right. Actually, maybe I ordered 2 and there's a demo. I can't remember. Not a demo, but just a library copy. But I think it's just the one. We'll see. But anyway, this is a 2 to 5 player game, ages 8 and up, plays in 20 minutes. A card game that's suitable for kids as well. Then we have some Arkham horror card game packs that we're able to get some more of in the Clutches of Chaos and Union and Disillusion. These are both for the Circle Undone campaign, packs 4 and 5 of 6. Then we have For the Greater Good. This is actually pack 3 of the Circle Undone campaign. Then we have another copy of Guardians of the Abyss, which I think we were sold out of. This was originally featured at Arkham Nights and Gen Con 2018. This has 2 linked scenarios in it. And then, oh wait, we have 2 of those, 2 of the Guardian of the Abyss. And then we have the Redhorn Gate. This is for the Lord of the Rings card game. This is special ordered. And finally in this box we have 1 of 2 copies of Brass Lancashire that's in this shipment. This is the remake, Roxley Games remake of Brass, the great game by Martin Wallace. This is a heavy economic game and a lot of fun. This version of it has beautiful, beautiful art. It's much prettier than the original version, which I have. Unfortunately, the copy I have is so old, it's falling apart and it's far too fragile to put in the library, so it's not here, unfortunately. But this is a game you can take home. Okay, here's our first box of puzzles. First up, Cat Selfies. I remember the name of this one, right? It's pretty easy to figure out. Cat Selfies. This is a 500-piece puzzle. Then we have a 200-piece puzzle called, there's one, a 200-piece puzzle called The Amazing World. And then we have, oh man, Kitchen Potpourri, 1,000-piece puzzle. And Mountain Paradise, beautiful 1,000-piece puzzle. This has been a popular one and we're glad to get this one back in. What is this called? Locomotive, shocking, right? There you go, 1,000 pieces. And then we have Ship at Anchor. This is another 1,000-piece puzzle. By the Sea. This is a nice collage. And another copy of Kitchen Potpourri. So we have 3 copies of the Tower of London. And I've never seen them wrapped up like this before, but they're all wrapped up in a bundle, which is interesting. And then another copy of Locomotive. Next up we have a box that I had to open already because there was a game that had to go out in the mail in here. So here we have Unmatched Cobble and Fog, which we were completely out of. This is the version of Unmatched that has Invisible Man, Jekyll and Hyde, Dracula, and Sherlock Holmes. This is a standalone game that can be combined with other sets from Unmatched that have lots of different cool characters in them. And some of those cool characters are also in this box, so let's take a look at those. We have Jurassic Park, Ingen versus Raptors. And we have Robin Hood versus Bigfoot. There you go. And 2 copies of Bruce Lee. And that's this one is not an expansion. You have to have one of the other sets that contain maps to play with this. But I think all of the other sets have a map, so really this can be combined with anything else that's out. Then we have Southern Rails. This is Rio Grande Games. I think this is, yes, this is a licensed Wingspan Games game. This is a very heavy rail game, and I have not played this one. I have not played a lot of the Wingspan games because they're very hard to come by. Historically, you had to be on a mailing list to get access to buying some handmade games from the designer at Wingspan Games, and he'd only make a limited number every year. Now some of these games are getting licensed to be printed, which is very neat, and so here's one of them, Southern Rails. We have 2 copies of this available, and neither are claimed right now, so if you're interested in Southern Rails, you can take that home. So first up here we have the Clockwork expansion for Root, which has been popular lately because it contains a great solitaire mode and basically allows you to play this game at low player counts by adding a bunch of automated players. And this is really helpful when we're not really able to get together in large numbers right now. So the Clockwork expansion is a well-timed release in the last year, and yeah, there it is. Another copy of that now. Telestrations, were we out of Telestrations? I think we might have been out of Telestrations. I don't think this one is claimed, but it's possible it is. Anyway, there we go, Telestrations. This one, however, is claimed. This was the only copy I was able to get. They're in short supply right now. Tsuro is a very, very fun family weight game, and one that we have in the library. Plays up to 8 players. Very easy to learn and play. You can teach this game in a couple of minutes and play it in 5 to 10, often around 10. Great game by Calliope Games. And then finally we have some restocks of some of the D&D cards because we're running short on these. We have Epic Monster cards, we have Creature and NPC cards, and we have Spellbook cards for Xanathar's Guide to Everything and the Bard class. And finally we have more copies of Codenames. We're running short on that. Codenames is the awesome award-winning team-based word guessing game. Lots of fun. There's going to be this card here. You're either red or blue team, and one player on your team is giving the clues. They see this. If you're the red team, then all of the red squares, the corresponding words, are the words that they need to give you good clues to guess those words before the blue team can give you clues to guess, or give their team clues to guess their words. This was the 2016 Spiel des Jahres, Game of the Year, and they say there's over 5 million copies of Codenames sold already. We have a couple copies of this in our library. So in here we have a bunch of special orders. We have, first up, Lord of the Rings, Journeys in Middle-earth, Shadowed Paths. A bunch of cool things in here for the Journeys in Middle-earth game for Lord of the Rings. Special ordered. Then we have the demo copy I was telling you about. They've already completely opened it for us. Of Cosmic Encounter. Were they nice enough to punch it? Of course not. That's our job. But here's Cosmic Encounter. There's all these cool ships in here that they stack on each other, and all the cards and everything. Very cool game, and we're excited to finally have this classic game in our library. Next up, we have a restock of Bananagrams. We were running low on Bananagrams. Oh no, we had 1 left. So now we have 2 Bananagrams. A really fun speed Scrabble style game. A bunch of Scrabble tiles in this bag, and you try to arrange them into words as fast as you can. And we have some more Arkham packs. We have 2 one copy of Pack 6 of Circle Undone. This is Before the Black Throne. And then we have Pack 6 Weaver of the Cosmos, which is from the Dream Eaters campaign. Then we have some special orders. We've been waiting for this for, I think, something like 8 months, 9 months, something like that. So the person who special ordered this will be very happy to see it's finally here. It's taken a long time. And then some brand new Star Wars Legion special orders. We have 2 copies of the Republic Specialists, which contain a number of miniatures that are going to look very cool when they're painted. And then 1 copy of the Separatist Specialists, say that 5 times fast, which contains also some cool miniatures in there, and components for using these in Star Wars Legion. Next up, we have another special ordered Lord of the Rings pack. This one is Road to Rivendell, and this one is, like I said, it is a adventure pack, so scenario in here for the cooperative living card game Lord of the Rings, special ordered. And then another copy of the Miskatonic Museum. This is the first pack of the first campaign, first expansion campaign, which is the Dunwich Legacy, and we have a number of copies of the Dunwich Legacy in stock right now. So if you're getting into Arkham Horror and you want to start getting into the expansion packs, then we have both the first pack and the first expansion that precedes it. So this would be the 3rd scenario of that campaign. There's 2 in the Deluxe expansion box. Continuing with the Arkham Horror card game theme, we have Return to the Path of Carcosa. So if you've played through the entire Path to Carcosa campaign, which is the 2nd campaign after the Dunwich Legacy, well, the 2nd campaign, the first after the Dunwich Legacy, then you may be interested in this. This is an organizer box for all the scenarios and all the player cards in the Path to Carcosa. Plus it has some new versions of some of the cards that they've felt better, that improve the experience playing with these versions of the cards. So you can replay the scenarios with some slight differences, which is pretty neat. So we have a couple of those. We also have, this was special ordered. This is the expanded player's guide for the Genesys role-playing game. This is a Fantasy Flight generic role-playing game system, and they have source books for different settings. Like there's a fantasy setting called Terranoth, there's a Android setting called Shadows of Beanstalk, and there's also a Keyforge setting. I don't remember the name of that one. Can't remember the name of the Keyforge book off the top of my head. Secrets of the Crucible, maybe? There it is. Even more special orders. We have some Dragon Shield sleeves. We have 4 different colors here for this person. We have orange and copper, gold, and silver. So these sleeves, 100 sleeves in these box, and it comes with these deck boxes. So I'm not going to open these, of course, but you can see you can open up the deck box and then put the cards in here. Pretty neat, and these are very affordable. I was very impressed. This is the first time I've ordered these in, and I was very impressed with the price of these. I missed that there was another Arkham expansion here. This is the Dream Eaters. This is the 4th or 5th expansion. I think it doesn't matter. 4th or 5th Deluxe expansion. It has 2 scenarios in it, and has some new investigators and the first 2 scenarios of that campaign, the Dream Eaters. And then we have another puzzle. This is a panoramic puzzle, 1,000 pieces. And what is it called? Lake Wakatipu in New Zealand. Cool. New Zealand panoramic puzzle, 1,000 pieces. This is the last box, and a whole bunch of puzzles in here. Oh, it's a heavy one. It's 2,000 pieces. This is New York. Very pretty skyline picture of New York. We have a 1,500 piece puzzle. What's it called? This is called Nostalgic Chocolates. Very pretty puzzle that making me want chocolates. And we have one of the world map. This is a 1,500 piece puzzle, world map. Then we have another world map, but this one is different. This is Our World, it's called. And is the other one a historical one? Let me just take another look at that one. No, that one's called The World. This one's called Ship at Anchor. I think we might have opened that one earlier, so here's a second copy of that. This one is called New York Skyline at Night, not to be confused with the other one, which was just called New York, and it was of a skyline at night. 1,500 pieces. This one is pretty funky. This is a 1,000-piece puzzle called Dream in the Universe. Very neat. Then we have a 1,000-piece puzzle called 100 Years of Film. And this has 51 different characters in it. And on the back, there's a legend showing who all the characters are. I recognize quite a few of them. This one is the historical map of the world. I knew this was in here somewhere. So there you go, another world map puzzle. This one's pretty. Be quite a lot of fun to put together, pretty challenging with all the shapes. And then Glen Canyon Horseshoe Bend. I know somebody that I work with who I'm pretty sure would love this puzzle. This is the 1,000-piece puzzle. Beautiful landscape. Now the first puzzle we looked at was called Cat Selfies, and this one is Dog Selfies, or was it Kitten Selfies and Puppy Selfies? This is Dog Selfies. So cat selfies and dog selfies. And then, last but not least, Discover Europe, a 500-piece puzzle. Discover Europe with a lot of neat little landmarks and things like that overlaid over the map. Very nice. Okay, so that is it. That is all 15 boxes now unboxed. You see there's a ton of special orders. We're glad to have all those in for the people who've been waiting patiently, and a lot of neat new things. Some of them are coming out next week. Most of them are coming out this week. Super excited about having Wingspan back and Gloomhaven, Cosmic Encounter for the first time, Praga, Caput Regni, I don't know if I'm saying that right. A ton of puzzles, and last week we unboxed all those Cobble Hill puzzles for the first time. So finally we have a good selection of puzzles again, which is very nice. You know, since so many people are going to be home for the next while, it's a good time to pick up a puzzle here at the store. And we have great prices on puzzles and games, and for the rest of the month of January we're also offering 10% off on takeout food and drink. So even if maybe you're not coming in right now for stay and play because of the restrictions, you can still come in and get all that food and drink that you've been enjoying and that you would be getting had you been coming here for the library to play games. So you're certainly welcome to take that home, and we'd love to see you in. So 10% off for takeout, which we're excited to see how that goes. So thanks very much for watching this video. It's been fun to unbox all this stuff with you, and please leave your comments and let us know what you think of these videos. And if you've enjoyed the video or the other videos we watched, please give it the thumbs up, share it with your friends, tell them about our cafe, tell them about our great prices on board games at meeples.ca, and please also subscribe to our channel, hit the thumbs up, not the thumbs up, the bell, and then you'll get notifications when we post new videos. So until next time, thanks again for watching. Please be safe and calm and kind, and hope to see you here soon. Thanks. Bye.